Hi water signs, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with ourselves first, okay? Because we want healthy relationships outside of ourselves, but it comes from managing the emotions, all right? So you can identify your intuition because it comes with good spiritual health, spiritual wealth, but it comes from the essence of love, okay? Loving self, loving others, loving beings, loving planet, loving God. But we're looking at balancing within oneself so you can co-create with the universe. The universe does not co-create without you, all right? Water signs, you are the walking example of emotions, feelings, give and take. You're the lesson of peace. How did you bring peace within yourself from all your trials and tribulations to create peace outside of yourself, to create heaven on earth, all right? All right, water signs, the first card we have for you, remember all messages, all right, are timeless, okay? It may not resonate today, but it might resonate another time, or the energy could be gone already. All right, water signs? Okay, water signs, our first card of our energy we're looking at for you today is hopelessness. Maybe you feel you have the thoughts of despair of a pair of an Aquarius. Maybe you're focused on the negative when it comes to your healing for some of you, or your inspiration, or for your dream to come true. Maybe some of you have a lack of faith in God, all right, water signs, or the lack of inspiration. Maybe this is bringing about, okay, a lack of creativity. So maybe because your feelings are not watering your creativity, maybe you feel bored, all right? So this is all about creativity. This is all about what's above is below. You could be a famous person, or you could just be someone seeking healing for a dream come true, okay? But it seems to be you're pulling out for the willpower, or you feel that Aquarius person has the willpower, the action, the manifestation to bring what's above is below, because the skills you feel for a self-employment is good, but you feel someone in your energy is a smooth talker, maybe a Virgo person that's greedy. Maybe you feel you've been underpaid by a lover, maybe, or maybe a lover is being very dishonest to you, or a lover's being dishonest to an Aquarius or a Virgo person, or you feel underpaid, so it's not making you feel inspired. All right, water signs. Maybe you feel someone is very hasty and makes too many mistakes when it comes to work, so it's not inspiring you. So maybe you're around a person that has a different inspiration than you, my lovely. It's okay, just dig deep within yourself. Yeah, you can create your own visions, manifest your desires away from maybe people, things, and places that focus more on greed, all right? And too much hesitation. Because someone's acting out. Maybe a Sagittarius person's acting out about someone's being greedy at work. Someone's falling from grace. Someone who like breaks your heart. So you're looking at maybe you broke someone's heart, or earth sign broke your heart, or a Sagittarius person. But you're looking at the energy of the soul acting out. Because someone feels like they have a lack of energy. Yeah, because they feel someone is greedy. Someone feels like they're being underpaid. So now someone feels very disencouraged because it's bringing obstacles when it comes to creation, inspiration, the visions to manifest your desires, you know. Someone's looking very insensitive because they just like to make mistakes. They're not learning from their mistake, and they're not willing to. So someone's very curious in the thoughts when it comes to like a Sagittarius person or a Virgo person when it comes to work, and how someone's manifesting, and how someone probably had negative thoughts when it comes to inspiration, or Aquarius person, because somebody's creativity is more about the ground ship is coming from greed. So because it's coming from greed, someone's acting out because now someone feels hopeless because someone's more creative. Now there's been delayed news when it comes to thoughts or a conversation, because patience was needed because someone's very curious about someone's breaking someone's heart, maybe at work. When it comes to a conversation, someone is very calculating. Someone's very, very calculated, and someone's very unconcerned about someone's feelings of other people. So this is about communication, about creativity, and about someone not having faith in God. You could be a scientist, you could be into maths, or you could just be a traveler. But someone's very insensitive. That's how you feel, water signs. Because someone's in the energy of greed. Maybe you feel like you're being unpaid. Now you have a lack of inspiration when it comes to creating. Because now you feel hopeless, despair about this pair. The pair could be a Sagittarius or a Virgo person or Gemini person. Maybe you're in your feelings, water signs. Maybe you feel like someone's in vanity. Maybe an Aquarius or Pisces person, or a Cancer person, upside down Queen of Cups. Someone that's into vanity, very gullible. Maybe you feel a Sagittarius person is very gullible, maybe, who's looking at sacrificing themselves unnecessarily for someone else. Maybe Aquarius person, but they see the creativity, maybe, of someone's greed. And now someone's acting out because there seems to be delayed news. So water signs, maybe you need to stop sacrificing yourself unnecessarily for other people. Especially when it comes to creativity, start creating your own. Look at your own visions and start manifesting your desires. Because it seems like you're thinking that you feel a bit hopeless and you're focused on the negative because someone's very greedy when it comes to work. A Virgo person or Sagittarius person. So now a Gemini person is very curious because now Sagittarius person is acting out. Why? Because they have a lack of energy. They're relying on everybody else. The greed. So now there's a lack of enthusiasm. Why? Because these people are shells, man. There's nothing to create. There's no soul to create. So now there's pure sadness, unrealistic expectations. Someone is running on ego. Maybe a Cancer person or a Pisces woman upside down. So maybe you're dealing with another person. That's probably a famous person or Aquarius person. The cups of an Aquarius, maybe Cancer planet. Because now you're looking at maybe someone's looking at oppression when it comes to creativity. Because the mind was more focused on not caring about other people's feelings when it comes to creativity. It's karma. Karma. It was more based on greed. Somebody's looking at the ego. So it's been highlighted that someone's has a lack of self-esteem at work. Maybe a Leo or a Virgo person. Because at work, this team is full of greed, ego, unrealistic expectations, oppressions, people oppression people's collaborations, you know, people trying to build success, but like, no, because I don't have no energy. I want to come in here and snipe you for greed. That's my need. Yeah, because I want to act out when it's not working for myself. Someone's learning and studying about someone's greed at work. An earth sign person, a Taurus person. Because now a Sagittarius person is acting out about unpaid bills because of a Taurus person collaborating under the energy of greed when it comes to creativity. So now in the energy of the soul, it's a shell, it's a lack of enthusiasm. There's no creativity to bring what's above is below. So now this team is in despair of this pair that was focused on the negative, which is greed for their needs. So now there's a lack of inspiration because someone's too damn hasty when it comes to like greed, selfish, unconcerned about other people's feelings. Someone who's very calculated. Now we're looking at a Virgo person at work, Taurus person. Now people are talking, are very curious about how they work. So now they're getting bad news when it comes to new jobs, generosity, enthusiasm. This group is not enthusiastic with a Taurus or Virgo person at work because they've all been curious about the foundation and they see the energy is based on greed due to unpaid bills. So now someone's acting out, a Taurus person, due to unpaid bills. They have money problems, bad debts, water signs. This is probably what's making you a little bit like sacrificing yourself too much. Maybe you've realized this situation and you want to move forward, water signs. You could be a water sign woman trying to move forward because there's no self-esteem, to water the soul for you to be at peace. Remember, because you're the walking example of peace, you know, that give and take. but it's more focused at work because people are curious. A team of people are curious about a work situation when it comes to a Taurus or a Virgo person in a team collaborating with another water sign person or an air sign person or a Leo person. So now you're moving forward. Maybe you're trying to accept help from other people to create your own success. Okay, so now someone's probably learning about your success as you move forward, water signs. Someone's traveling, someone's trying to complete their own world, or someone wants to come in, but they're tying up one of loose ends before they come forward when it comes to this team. Because everything seems to be kind of upside down apart from teamwork, being very curious about feelings, about success, about creativity. There seems to be someone in this team bringing down the whole team. Remember, when there's one bad apple, you know, it all comes down. You know what I mean? Yeah, so now you're saying water signs. Maybe you've learned and you're trying to release the bondage of the devil. Maybe you're trying to release the chains from a team that is based on greed, and now you feel someone's energy is acting out, a Sagittarius or Taurus person at work, due to bad earthly matters, especially when it comes to money, ignorance. Someone doesn't really appreciate you. That's how you feel, water sign. So now you're making that very clear with your communication, because you feel like someone is disregarding your feelings, very unconcerned with other people, especially in this team. So now you're saying someone is very excessive when it comes to ambition. All right, someone is in the greed and in instability. Someone's very independent, very depending on this team. And now this team feels like at the end of their rope with a Taurus person that they feel is the devil acting out. They don't have no energy, man. Disencouragement, bringing too much obstacles. Someone that breaks your heart, brings you promises, but doesn't fulfill because they're more focused on their bills. Maybe you're married, or you feel a Taurus person is being abusive to an Aries or a Sagittarius masculine. Or you feel a masculine you're dealing with, like a father figure, or you feel that Taurus's daddy is the devil, a very abusive masculine, abusing his power, a rigid kind of masculine, very stubborn, but they have a lack of discipline. So now you feel like this team has a lack of control, an absent father, or maybe like parenting issues, water signs. But it seems to be the energy of unpaid bills. Yeah, you're saying that at work, a Virgo Taurus person, you think delayed news is happening as a continuous pattern because this person has unpaid bills. So, and you're seeking a financial new beginning, or this person was, but you're looking for money. You're looking for a new cycle, water signs. For when it comes to your own success, it seems like you're wrapping up one or two loose ends with a team of people, and then you're going to bring in the energy of like maybe a new financial beginning, new opportunities, new jobs. Do you know what I mean? You just got to focus on yourself. So I'm looking at business. Maybe this is a business situation. So now you're looking at investments, new cycle. You're going to get an offer, okay, from the hand of God. As long as you're a good person, you're bringing that prosperity. Okay, because remember, water signs, you're the walking example of peace. All right, you don't take the piss within a team. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. But it took a team to make it. It didn't take you one. If it was you one, then don't be in a team then. Do you know what I mean? All right. How long? Ow, my elbow. Oh, sorry, I had an accident with my elbow the other day. Maybe I should just use these ones. No, actually, I'm not going to use that. You have the willpower to go forward with self-control, self-discipline. Be a soul having a human experience, all right? But I'm going to go for these ones instead. Let's have a little inside. All right, so we're looking at hopelessness, all right? When it comes to a team, when it comes to collaboration, maybe the whole team is too focused on greed. So someone's very hopeless. Why? Because there's people talking about this, that somebody was more or less into like a social climate. This could be someone that was bringing cheerful times or cheerfulness to a group of people. But they're focused on the negative. They're more going out drinking, celebration, talking about creativity. But it's all based on greed, unpaid bills. It's like everyone's just like picking at people's ideas. Do you know what I mean? And it's not coming to fruition as a group. It's more for like personal like gain kind of thing. People that just like, they don't care about people's feelings of other people. They're more calculated. Yeah, you know, and unconcerned about people's feelings. It's more based on ego. It's more based on the ego. Look at me, you know. Oh, my elbow. Oh, sorry, collective. Oh, my elbow. Okay, so we're looking at the energy of creativity, the power to manifest what's above is below. But what's above is negative thoughts and the feelings in the mind. So what's bringing below is greed. Do you know what I mean? Because someone's looking at a scholar and they were happy to see a scholar, maybe a Leo person, but now this team has brought a lack of enthusiasm. Why can they not have no soul? How can you be a scholar? How can you be happy to see a scholar, but you're based on greed? So someone's not listening to maybe a spiritual teacher or something, because it's more based on greed. Maybe they're pretending to be a spiritual teacher because it's based on like unrealistic expectations when it comes to information or being curious, maybe about a Gemini person. Maybe someone feels very protected, very guarded about the information. Like what's above is below. They've seen that someone's very greedy in this team. So now they're looking at, maybe at work, this person at work is looking at a gifted scholar, or they're looking at gifts. Do you know what I mean? They're looking for travel fee. They're looking for investments to go out and do events to say, look at me, I'm in these certain places, but that person is running on an ego. They don't have the inspiration to be in this team. So this is why they're learning this team that they need to release the bondage of a Virgo or Taurus person. And a Sagittarius person or a Taurus person is acting out in your energy. All right? Because they're more focused on the gifts from this team. This energy, vanity. Gold or diamonds, you know what I mean? That's their God. Gold or diamonds. G-O-D. Gold. Oil, O-D, diamonds. That's what they care about. So now they're acting out because now they're upset about like unpaid bills because they was getting like gifts. They were around charities, donations, money, this community, this team, this assistance, support from this team. When it comes to employment, sharing kindness, wealth. But this person isn't it. They got bad debts. They don't care about you lot. It says that's why Sagittarius is probably acting out in your energy, because now, or you feel a Sagittarius is acting out in this energy of a Taurus person because they're into vanity. They're gullible. There you go. Gullible people looking for a transition, acting out, want to be flamboyant. You know, you could be in Africa because look, it's got like African patterns. Do you know what I mean? Like, so now someone has got butterflies now. Because now there seem to be delays. You could be thinking of a Gemini person, water signs. They're very curious about this Sagittarius acting out with a Taurus person. Because now they understand it was about appearance. It was about superficial things to transform. And this is why maybe this group is like transforming. Maybe they were curious about a Gemini person, a foe. That's maybe a Libra. I mean, a Aquarius. Masculine is looking at a foe at work. It's either a Virgo or a Taurus person acting out with a Sagittarius person. So now there's this encouragement and obstacles. Why? Because maybe they looked at you as vanity and gullible who gave too much to this masculine air sign person. It could be a Gemini or Aquarius person. So now there's frickleness, vanity, because now maybe someone feels as if a masculine air sign is with a Sagittarius. With a Sagittarius or a Pisces woman that's very frickle, into vanity, gullible. And maybe you feel, or someone feels you are sacrificing yourself too much for other people. Yeah, because a masculine's in your thoughts. A masculine's thinking about you, an air sign masculine. They're saying maybe this Pisces woman, you are or he is too vain, too gullible. Someone's sacrificing themselves for someone too much in your energy. You have to use your own discernment, all right? You can't focus on my readings or anyone else. You've got to make it resonate to you. Because someone's more into pleasure seeking. You could be thinking about a group of masculines that's lacking of enthusiasm. They're like into sadness. You could be dealing with another masculine, Leo, or a Virgo person. But you feel as if there's a delay in your success. But there's a lack of enthusiasm, man. There's no soulmate. There's no love. It's all about superficial things. It's about a Leo being a priest, or a Leo getting spiritual enlightenment from a preacher. That's how you feel. Or you're getting some information from the soul about a spiritual teacher, a priest, a female priest. That's with a Leo person. In fear, this work is in fear due to these gifts, or a gifted scholar that's a higher priestess in the thoughts of maybe a Pisces, you or another Pisces, or a foe at work is a Gemini or a Virgo Taurus person. So now you're looking at someone's routine. This group is talking about it. In this group and outside this group, it's talking about someone's routine at work is a Virgo or Taurus person. So now the soul of the self, this Taurus and another person, a Sagittarius and a Taurus person, everyone's talking about these people. Everyone's talking about these people. They're talking about their goals, their dedication to the devil, the quality of their work. People are looking at their attention very, very closely, and I don't think this foe realised, but she does feel something's going to happen. Yeah, maybe they feel very protective and guarded right now. Okay, because now this group of people talking about Taurus person, or someone's unpaid bills. They could be thinking about Sagittarius person, water sign person. They're talking about Taurus person when it comes to fortune. And maybe you're using your intuition and using your thoughts, water signs. And maybe you feel you sacrifice yourself way too much for the fortune of a Taurus person. You feel this Taurus person, a female, is a foe. You feel they want too much fortune and they don't care about no one else's feelings. Very calculated when it comes to thoughts. So now you feel you want a new beginning, maybe with a Gemini person or a Virgo person. Or they're going to bring you bad news about a baby or earthly matters when it comes to projects, money. Because somebody wants to hold back. Somebody's not shredding their old skin. They're the devil's child, the child of the devil, the child of the devil, the child of the devil, the foe. And the foe probably had a baby for someone that's not that person. Or the person said, I have a baby for you, but I don't want no babies. They don't, and you better not. It's the devil's pick me. So water sign, maybe you want a new beginning with a Gemini person or a Virgo person. Would like to have a baby, you know, financial new beginnings with this person. He's thinking about you as well. He's at home thinking about you, but he wants to move out or move forward. A Scorpio person or a Pisces person wants to move forward. Or maybe a Gemini, air sign masculine, Gemini or Aries, Aquarius. Someone that's famous or someone that's like known in their environment. But they focus too much on the negative. Somebody wants to move out this house. Because someone's in this house looking for widowship to graduate into a fortune. So now someone's looking at despair in the air of these two pairs. And that's what this group's talking about. It's just the whole conversation, the routine, a regular routine about an earth sign person or another Pisces person. Because now they're looking at a surprise when it comes to network, net worth, knowledge and information. Now you understand somebody kept you waiting, or you've got someone waiting because they're more focused on catching the fish, the catfish. But use your intuition. You shall catch the catfish, especially with your feelings, water signs, because you can use your intuition as your feelings, you know what I mean? And sat now with your feelings. Look at the energy. What's the energy telling you? Because now you're waiting to see someone's going to be faithful. Yeah, because you've seen the signs. You have to stick up for yourself on this journey. So now someone's going to spiritual prison of the mind, all right, or earth prison, and that's the message you sent someone. And someone's up in a masculine is getting this message through his servant, maybe, or someone in that house. Maybe a Sagittarius person while they're acting out, and now you understand someone's in fear in their bed because they were pleasure seeking, having joyful times with 3, 4, 5 women, thieving with a young woman with their ego, looking for marriage, love, consultancy. Now they're going to look conductor. Now they're in story of tomorrow about trading, traitor. So these people are talking about gifts on the table. They were talking about angels as well. They were looking at museums, pictures. This is probably someone that likes art, flamboyancy, luxury. But they were looking at a scholar and maybe a priest in their thoughts. And everyone's talking about this practitioner that's a doctor. They're talking about this practitioner, another water sign person. Maybe this water sign person's in their mind waiting for the tables to turn, because you can't control it now. The Wheel of Fortune's here. And now they understand they have to face their demon, the devil's dad. A Taurus person has to face it. Now they're waiting. They know. They're just waiting. They went to a practitioner, a doctor, the devil's doctor, to bound these people. And that's what people are talking about. They went to doctor practitioner. You could be a water sign practitioner. Now they're looking at abuse of power. They're talking about when it comes to fortune with a Taurus person. So now we have the energy of signs. Women tell you the signs. People are having signs. The Wheel of Fortune. They're just waiting for it to turn now. Just wait for it to unfold. That's all you can do. And then it looks like there's a reunion with you and someone else. It could be a Virgo person you have a new beginning with. Maybe you had a baby with that person, but maybe that's probably why you're a bit protective, water signs. But you look at a reunion with a friend's wife. And they're going to see, oh, okay, somebody's dealing with a friend's wife. And it might be the friend's wife. That baby needs to be looked at. It's a foe. The foe in this house. It was a way to get into this house or something. With a water sign person or a Virgo person. Thief at work. Earth sign person. Thief. Everyone's seen the sign. They're going from misfortune. From a fortune with this group to a misfortune now, water signs. And then they're going to bring a new cycle for new financial, new beginnings, all right? New opportunities are coming your way, but you just have to tie 1 or 2 loose ends. You got to walk away from people, things, and places and correct your flaws to stay in the Wheel of Fortune. All right, water sign. Remember, walk in love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.